This is a matter of immense pride to welcome you to the virtual tour of one of the flourishing schools of the city, that is the S.D. Public School, which is located in Dwarika city, Muzaffarnagar. Our school is away from the hustle bustle of the city. As you have observed, the main entrance of the school, and we have stepped into the school premises. Here you can spot the first side of the boundary of the school. Alongside are the parked school buses with a total number of 52. We provide transport facility on all prominent routes of the city. The fleet of buses is GPS enabled with CCTV installation. Now we are proceeding towards the school building. Here is our founding committee, the name of the members of our founders. Now we are stepping up few stairs to enter into the visitors' parlor. Here in visitor parlor, visitors are entertained by the attendants at front desk. For general medical care and first aid, we have well-equipped infirmary. Next, we have our distinguished principal's room. Here, as you can see, a screen which displays different areas under surveillance. This is the backbone of our institution, that is admission cell. Next, we have Honorable Director's room. These are our honorable founder members. Have the economical hub of the institution, that is our account section, and opposite of it we have the boardroom for the board meetings with our idolized director. Now we are entering into the academic area. Here we have kindergarten classes starting from lower kindergarten. This is LKG A. Then we have LKG B. Next we have LKG C. As you can see, all the classrooms are audio-visual aided with projector. Next we have the upper kindergarten, that is UKG A. have cameras in the corridors, which enables the complete surveillance of the campus. Next classroom for upper kindergarten, that is UKG-B. A lot of emphasis is laid on health and hygiene of the students. Here are clean and sparkling washrooms for girls. Then we have RO-fitted water systems installed to ensure pure water supply. Here it's boys' washroom. Here also cleanliness is at its priority. This is our language lab. Here, students are guided by skilled and competent mentors to enhance their listening, speaking, as well as reading skills. Next to language lab is the classroom for UKG-C. Then we have UKG-D. Moving further, we have class 1A. Then class 1B. This is class 1C. This is another set of washrooms. This is boys' washroom on the same floor. Taking care of health and hygiene at its priority. And you can see the cameras as entire campus is under surveillance. This is the water point. Then we have the girls' washroom. Next classroom, that is 1D. have the staff room, a place where teachers relax and reboost themselves. Then we have another classroom, class 1E. Then class 1F. To enhance the techno skills, under the expert guidance of the mentors, we have fully air-conditioned computer lab comprising of 43 computer systems under advanced technology known as AIO. All the systems have Wi-Fi connectivity, as you can see the router within the computer lab. Now we are proceeding further towards our activity room. As you can see, it's beautifully painted room with vibrant colors. Colors that fascinate kids, especially our tiny tots. Here, our kids enjoy playing games, love to dance on different rhythmic rhymes played on audiovisual aids and perform different activities. Now moving forward, these stairs lead us to the first floor. As you can spot, fire safety measures, that is the fire hose reels and fire extinguisher. These are set up at the staircase of each floor. As you can see the speaker, this is a PA system, that is public addressing system, to convey the message. Now this is the water point. Moving further in the corridor of first floor, we are proceeding towards our composite science lab. Here, students get a first-hand learning experience by performing various experiments. It provides experimental foundation for the theoretical concepts. Here, students have a scientific temperament and get a perfect platform for scientific knowledge under the guidance of their mentors. Now this is our classroom for class 2. This is class 2nd A. This is class 2nd B. Opposite of it is class 2nd C. In class 2nd D. Here we have class 2nd E. This is the coordinator's room, a coordinator who acts as a bridge between the teachers and the principal. This is our staff room again, where teachers prepare for their upcoming lectures. This is the girls' washroom on first floor. Our fitted water point. Boys' washroom. Here we have class 2nd F. This is class 3rd A. Then we have class 3rd B. Opposite of it is class 3rd C. This is class 3rd D. Here you can spot ramp, which is there to facilitate the children with special needs. This is our examination cell. It enables the smooth functioning of the continuous assessment tests and all other sorts of examination. Here is another set of washroom. This is for boys. RO fitted water system for pure water supply. And we have girls' washroom. As you have observed, we have 2 sets of water systems and washrooms on each floor. Next to it, we have class 3rd E. Here is the router for the Wi-Fi connectivity. The open space for the air ventilation in this corridor. Moving further, we have class 4th A. This is class 4th B. Next is class 4th C. class 4th D. And class 4th E. As many students find mathematics as dull and boring subject, so at Maths Lab, appealing and concrete activities help students visualize, manipulate, and develop reasoning skills, abstract thinking, and also metacognitive abilities. Now let us enter to the center of knowledge of the school, that is the school library. We have a double-storied library in our school. Our library is one of its own kind, e-library, with 50 Kindles that inspire love for reading. We have a well-resourced library with books on every subject, section-wise. We also have staff reference section comprising of reference books on each subject. Now, proceeding towards second story of the library, which is the reading area. It provides a very calm and disciplined atmosphere. It helps students to maintain a good concentration on their studies. Now we are at the exit door of the library, which heads us to the second floor of our school building. Now we have classrooms. The next classroom is for class 5th A. This is class 5th B. Class 5th C. Here we have class 5th D. This is class 5th E. Here we have class 6th A. Again, you can see the camera for surveillance and router for the Wi-Fi connectivity. This is the staff room on second floor. Next we have class 6th B. Another set of washrooms. This washroom is for girls. RO-fitted water system, washroom for boys. As you can see, health and hygiene has been taken care of at every step. Next we have music room. The talent of the budding musician find its expression at this place. Students are encouraged to develop their talents and skills from an early stage. Next to music and dance room, we have class 6th C, ramp for children with special needs, next classroom is for class 6th D, then we have class 6th E, class 6th F, and class 7th A. As you have observed, all the classrooms have smart board. They comprise of smart classes. This is boys' washroom. The RO-fitted water system again, and here is again girls' washroom on the same floor. After this, we have our next classroom for class 7th B. Next to this classroom, we have our chemistry lab. Chemistry is also often perceived as complicated and boring. Chemistry lab is a place to explore, enjoy, and also understand the difference between acidic and alkaline solutions. It nurtures the intuitive and inquisitive minds of the children and enhance their zest to make scientific inquiries. This is our biology lab. Biology as a science instills a deeper and profound interest in the domain of living things. The equipments and tools allow the students to freely explore the secrecies of living organisms and sort out theoretical difficulties through experimentation. Now, moving further, we have our another lab, that is our physics lab. Here students get hand practice with different apparatus. Physics lab helps students in improving their approach towards the subject. It aids a student in establishing the relevance of the theory and develops critical thinking. It enhances the reasoning skills of the student. Now moving towards the third floor through this staircase, where another fire safety measure is installed. Again, you can see the camera and the speaker to show the surveillance and the facility of PAD system, that is personal addressing system, to convey the messages. Now we have the next classroom for class 7C. And here it is 7th D. Next to it is 7th E. Opposite to it is the 7th F. Then we have our another class, class 8th A. Class 8th B. And this is the staff room on the third floor. Next to it is washroom for girls. The water point. Now moving further, we have washroom for boys. After this, we have our next classroom, Class 8C, Class 8D, then we have Class 8E. Proceeding to our secondary section, this is Class 9th A, Class 9th B, then we have Class 9th C, another set of washroom. This washroom is for boys. The water point with arrow. Another washroom that is for girls. Next to it is the classroom for class 9th D. The open space on the third floor. The cameras for surveillance, router for Wi-Fi system. The next class is class 10th A. This is class 10th B. Next we have class 10th C. And class 10th D. Now these are the 6 additional classrooms for the upcoming classes, that is class 11 and class 12. Now we are proceeding further towards another staircase of the school building. As we are on the 3rd floor, that staircase will directly take us from 3rd floor to the basement via 2nd floor, 1st floor and ground floor respectively. Here towards the left we have the staircase. Now we are moving downwards. As you can observe, here is again fire safety measure installed here. In each staircase and on each floor we have this fire safety measure and fire extinguishers as well. We have reached the 2nd floor. Moving downwards. This is our second floor. Now we have reached to the ground floor. This is the display board to display any of the information or the work of the students also. This is another gate of the school building that leads outside of the school, and one more gate that leads us to the ground inside the school. Now we are proceeding towards the basement. As you can see, cycles, vehicles and vans are parked here. So this area is used as parking area where school vans are parked and vehicles of staff members are also parked. Now we are proceeding towards the knowledge center. In short, we call as KC. This is basically the technological hub of our school with 2 workstations, the Wi-Fi connectivity is controlled from this place. Here, IT experts also provide help to the teachers in preparing their study material. This complete covered area is used as parking lot. Here you can spot the power backup system with 2 gensets installed in case of power cuts. Moving further, towards left we have the staircase. This leads to the exit gate and passage at the back side, where you can spot the second side of the school boundary. The second side of the boundary is in continuation. Now we have taken a turn and towards my left, we have third side of the boundary. Third side of the boundary is still in continuation. Now we have reached to the ground where students assemble for the morning prayer, have their refreshment during the recess, and also play during their games period. This is the assembly stage. It hones the students' talent of public speaking and build their confidence. The complete school campus is widespread over more than 5 acres of land. Now we are moving towards the place which is loved by the students. That is our sports room. Students wait desperately for this period. Children enjoy indoor games here. They learn to work as a team as well as individual. They develop their thinking skills and enhance their concentration power. So this is a home science lab. It empowers the skills of the students to improve in every facet of life. It provides knowledge of different areas of home science to gain profitable scopes in matters of career also. Moving further, can see the colorful area having different types of swings that fascinates our tiny tots. Along with it, the third side of the boundary wall is still in continuation. There is a water point here also. Now we are turning towards the fourth side of the boundary of the school. Along with it, we have two synthetic basketball courts and a lawn tennis court, which are one of their own kinds. This place is also utilized for the parking of the school buses. Here you can see the fourth side of the boundary. The fourth side of the boundary is still in continuation. This is the second gate of the school, which is solely used by the buses. Now, we are on the same passage from where we have started after completing almost a roundabout of the school building. Towards the left is the first side of the boundary, heading us to the main gate. this is our junior wing, wherein the upcoming session will commence in 2021 and 22. By this, we have come to an end of our virtual tour.